You know what brings me a lot of joy? Is watching other people in their joy. Today, I'm with one of my favorite persons in the whole wide world, and she is going to share with us what helps her to breathe aloha in a very special place here on the island of Oahu as she does what makes her so happy. Mahalo for being here for another experience on Breathe Aloha. I'm here today with my very, very, very dear friend, Christine. And as I said earlier, I love witnessing people doing things, being in their joy. And I'm so glad I could pin you down because you were having so much fun with her horse. You're a horse girl, right, sister?
I am a horse girl.
Well, let's turn the camera around. Hold on. I'm gonna ask you, I loved watching you. How long have you been doing this? Do you just share with us how this helps you to breathe aloha?
Yeah. It was always my dream to have a horse, and I always asked my parents for every birthday and Christmas, what do you want for your birthday? What do you want for Christmas? And I said I wanted a pony. So I got my little pony. I got a plastic toy, and that wasn't quite cutting it. So I saved my money when I became an adult and I got married and I had enough money. I bought my very first horse. She's actually my only horse, but I've had her now for 25 years, and I got her when she was just a 5-year-old. We have spent the last 25 years doing everything together. So I wasn't very well versed with horses, and when I first got her, I didn't even know what to feed her. And I went to the feed store and was like, oh, they delivered my horse today. What should I feed her? And I got some interesting looks. And one of my dear friends, my friend Vicky, who kind of took me under her wing and showed me, what to do and, what to feed and all the things you need. And she, 2 days into our very brand new friendship, she said, I bought a gift for you, and I hope you won't be offended. And she hands me a Borders bag. She had bought me a book, and it was The Idiot's Guide to Horses. And we have been good friends ever since. So I read that book, and I educated myself, and my horse and I have been through everything. So most of our life has been trail riding, and it's something you cannot explain the magic that happens when you are riding your horse. You have this beautiful, trusting relationship, and you're in nature, and you're just exploring, and you're with your friends, and just having a great time. So we've done everything, and ridden every time of the day, even night riding, which is kind of not very smart, but when you have a trustworthy horse and you have that relationship, it's beautiful. We've done so many beach rides. We've been in parades. We've been in horse shows. She has taken care of my son with his 2 years of riding lessons, and he's been in shows with her. Gosh, we've been jumping. We've done everything, and now she's an old lady, and she made 30 last month, and she's now in pasture and just enjoying her life. So I still come and visit her, but the riding days are over, and now it's just golden years and having a good time. So yeah, she is my absolute dream come true, and being around other horse people and people who love high vibrational animals, which horses are. They're so intuitive, so sensitive, and making a deep connection and friendship with them really says a lot about you, because horses don't trust everybody. And so it is very special if your horse trusts you and you have that long relationship, and you can do anything with them because they know you and they trust you with their whole heart. And that's really something very special. So she's my dream come true.
Your story, sister, and you're a local girl from Oahu.
Yes.
And I have to say, the first time I met Christine, I would never have thought she was a horse girl, ranch girl, I really wouldn't have thought that. And you're also a combination of loving both Mauka mountain with horses and then Makai because you also love diving,
Yes.
right?
Right.
So these are like the cool things that you're doing for yourself to keep yourself in balance, in harmony, in check. Especially I feel like as a mom, as a woman entrepreneur, as a wife, all the things that women are, right? Is finding that place of balance, and you've certainly found it. Yeah.
I think so. I think so. I think it's I can't understand if you live in Hawaii and it's the most beautiful place on the earth, how you can't come to something in nature that connects with you and that you love. And so, yeah, and we always say Mauka to Makai, mountain to ocean.
Right.
And so there's so much beauty to be found, and why wouldn't you embrace it? Because it's here year round. We don't have bad weather.
Exactly.
So just, you got to go for it and have connection with the Aina, with Mother Earth. And it's really where you can find inner peace and your center and grounding. So it's all here for you.
And that's the beautiful thing, is that it is here for us like 24/7, and yet there's so much disconnect, right? And it's really taking that time to pause, to make that time for yourself, because you've committed to yourself for self-care by saying, these are the days I'm actually going to spend for me via linen, via your beautiful horse.
Right.
So there's so many takeaways that I heard from just that small story of how you even manifested linen, right? From the My Little Pony. And you're
Right.
like, oh, okay, we're one step closer.
Yeah.
But as you grew into adulthood, the dream, what your heart's desire, you never gave up on that.
Never.
And you made it
Right.
happen.
Yes. Yes.
And even though you didn't have really any clue on how to care for a horse, the desire was so strong that you did what you needed to do to educate yourself. You got the right resources. The support showed up in that Borders
right.
book from your dear friend.
Right.
I think that's a really great reminder too, right? Just go for it. Whatever your heart's desire is, just know that the universe, spirit will always support you as long as you're following your heart.
Absolutely. It was it's a learning, it's the whole thing is a huge learning curve, but there was joy every step of the way. And you're right. I love that you said the universe always supports. No matter what you're doing, if your heart is there and that's what you want to do, you're always going to find that support, always. And it can come in different people, different opportunities, different situations, but it's going to be there for you.
Right? So cool. So yeah.
I have noticed, and this is my horse dream coming true. I think that if you put out to source energy, to Keakua, to the universe, that this is what your heart desires, this is what you want, I think that the universe conspires to give you that if it's in alignment and if it's pono. And so, that was, and I've learned this over the years and this is one example of how that's happened is, it was a deep desire for deep joy to commune with a beautiful animal and to have that animal be in my life and have a relationship. And I put it out there. And if you say yes and you show up, you'll just figure it out, and the universe conspires to give you your heart's desire.
Exactly. And the full package comes with it because,
yes.
And I witnessed you today for the first time being with linen, and I will tell you what, you the way the light, you're already a radiant light when you're out in the world, but it's like double triples, the notches come up and you're even brighter. It's like, holy wow. So this is to me like a really beautiful example of what happens when you really trust and focus, stay committed to your heart's desire, and then you take care of that gift when you receive it. And then there's this beautiful synergistic way of
I
being
was
with
just
the
gonna say.
universe.
Yes, I
Yes.
was just gonna
Speak
say.
on that.
Yeah, so it's not just for me, right? It's
Right.
my heart's desire, but I feel like she's not just for me. She has so much to give to others. So, I mean, she's helped teenage girls who, were so shy, so in a shell. And, she's been their lesson horse and they've taken lessons on her. She's given so many beautiful children rides around the forest and people that, they don't need another human.
Right.
They needed an animal.
Yeah.
That you don't have to use words with horses. So you just, they're telepathic already. They're so intuitive. And so, I've opened up this world that I've been blessed with to share with other people, to help them. So many kids, so many kids. So that's beautiful. So I get a gift,
Right.
and then in turn I have to give back to other
Right.
people and share that with other people. And so that's the synergy that you're talking
Yes,
about. And
yes.
that is absolutely a necessity. Yeah, you have to
Right.
do that. So it's not just about me getting stuff, but I also have to in turn use that gift to give back, to be of service to the world for community.
And I feel because you're service oriented and that you love to give, that's why that desire was so strong, because it's just not just, it's another form of giving, right? Of taking care of others. It's through this beautiful animal.
Right.
And she chose you as a mom as you chose her.
Yeah.
As her baby.
Yeah.
And it's like, so Lyndon is living her beautiful purpose even to this day. Like, as she's retired, in just her being, and in her presence,
Right.
she's just like, I'm just doing me. And it's just all this love, the connection with spirit, with nature, and then the grounding that helps us to be in harmony with ourselves.
Right. And to get back to a place of inner peace.
Yes.
Because
yes.
we're so connected all the time to all this technology and our phones. And I mean, and I fall prey to that too. Too much time on the computer, too much time on the phone, or watching Netflix or whatever. But when I come and visit her, it's my opportunity to be with the earth, be in silence, and just hear nature. And I was just telling you as we were out with all the girls, and just the sound of them grabbing grass with their teeth and grinding it, and you can hear, kind of a grinding motion, and I was like, that is the sound of happiness right there.
Right. And you wouldn't be able to hear that with noise.
Right.
So you're simply saying then, you disconnect to connect.
Yes.
Right.
Exactly. A beautiful way to say that.
Girl,
Yes.
it's so good. I'm so grateful for you for, taking the time to share your story and how you breathe aloha. And it's a very unique way, but everyone has their own way if they take the time to do that. But I think disconnecting to connect is, especially in this day and age, is extremely important. So thank you for taking care of you. No wonder you're like always 100% then when you're out and about, because you do this for yourself.
It fills my cup, and we all have to find a way that it fills, your cup. And
Right.
This is the way that it fills my cup. So yeah.
Wow. Well,
beautiful.
Thank you so much, sister.
Thank
Thank
you.
you again thank you all for being here, for popping in for this experience with our beautiful Christine. We'd like to know, how do you fill your cup? What brings you joy? How do you disconnect to connect? Please put it in the comments below. We would love to know. You never know when one of your ideas or what you're doing can inspire others. Thank you for being an inspiration to all of us, sister. Love you. Thank you again, guys. Remember, you are supported, you are loved, and continue to breathe aloha. Boom!
Whoa!
Done! What just happened?